Had a great reputation. The two things that were paramount in making my decision to come here and take this job was Ed Soph and Dan Hurley, because I knew I could come here and play with those guys on a regular basis, and that meant a lot to me. So likewise, when Ed came into my office one day a couple years ago and said, I'm thinking of retiring May 2017, it only took me about a day to throw that through my brain and go, I'm going out with you.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody at UNT and everybody that I've played with and everybody that I've worked with and taught and all those things. So thanks a lot. And thank you, Ed Soph.
Yay!
Likewise, thank you for sharing this with us. It's a memorable retirement, to say the least. My history with North Texas goes pretty deeply, because I went to school here in 63 through 68. And the program was a lot different then. It wasn't as structured as it is now. So in a lot of ways, we all had to structure our own lives and structure our own learning, which was really good. Because in doing that, we were able to learn things to pass on, I feel, to our students. At least I certainly have with mine. I know they've been bored to death with me telling them about the old days. But the way you learn old days, new days, future days is all the same. So I felt very lucky, and really, aside from my life with my wife and son, coming here was probably the smartest thing and the most fulfilling thing in some ways I've ever done. And I don't say that egotistically, I say that very humbly, because it's the kind of place where you can be yourself and you can share yourself with your students. I gotta tell you one story. I was on an executive committee with a bunch of real high muckety-mucks in the school. And these guys were coming in there saying, oh, I'm so damn tired. This semester killed me, and these kids, oh man, I gotta do these tests, and boy, thank God this semester's over. And I'm looking at these guys and going, sheesh. And I looked at this one fellow and I said, you know, I've got it a lot better than you do. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, you know, how long do you have your students? Oh, semester maybe. Oh wow. I said, do you know any of them? I said, no, I really don't. And I said, well, let me tell you what I get to do. I get to spend 4 years with one person. Imagine that. 4 years. What a responsibility. What a joy. What a pain in the ass, too, sometimes, right? But I mean, what kind of gig is that? Where you're able to share and dialogue, create, share experiences for 4 years. And quite frankly, even though some of my students are here, you guys and gals come in like, man, you don't know jack, but you think you do, you know? And just as when I was that age, I thought I knew everything too. But the beauty of it is to just see the maturation process in 4 years. These people come in like kids and they leave as people with concepts and goals. What kind of better gig is that, really, than to be able to do that and be able to have those kind of relationships? So, as I said, it was probably the smartest move I ever made, because it's given me the opportunity to share what I love to do the most, which is make music. And I love to make music, and these 30 years here have been heaven because of the people I've been able to play with and learn from. Oh boy, yeah. And so I am so grateful, and I'm so grateful that you all could share this time with us. And that music school over there, that's it, pal. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And I'm going to say, anything you can do to support it, coming to concerts, letting people know about it, because a lot of folks don't have music on their mind these days. But getting it out there, because it's the greatest thing ever. I thank you very much. Bye-bye.